I am so grateful for the Metoo movement and the other movements and the other publications coming now about sexual violence in our culture. And all those women who are getting up on TV and in Congress and naming their abusers and the perpetrators and have the courage to stand there and to be doubted and called liars and having the stories soft-soaked. So I've been in therapy and doing lots of personal growth for about 20-some years. And my stories and my writings tend to reflect all that. Last night I was at a book signing for Lori Halse Anderson, and she was being interviewed by Wendy Davis. She has written, her latest book is called Shout, and it's a collection of some poems, and it is all about the sexual violence. She was raped when she was 13, and it was in a church, and it was all women, and we were all very nervous to talk. And this morning, I'm very nervous. I feel that in my gut to be talking. My vow has been that I will speak loudly, and I will speak honestly, and in places where it's uncomfortable to speak. I was victimized and raped by my father and my brother from the time I was 2 years old, and my mother protected both of them until her death. They're both dead. She was the last to go, and to the last moment, she protected them. I was denied, and I always say that when I write my book, I'm going to call it, I Am Crazy and a Liar. My mother says so, because that's what I lived with. Last night as we were talking in this group, the number of women that have experienced similar things, it's just amazing the more of us that speak up. Most of the sexual violence against women is perpetrated by men that they know, many in the families or extended family or people they work with. And it's very seldom the stranger danger that we were all taught. So it's becoming my goal to speak my truth honestly and openly in all sorts of groups, even when it's a little uncomfortable for me, and it may be uncomfortable for some of you to hear. Most of the time when I write things, I don't tell stories as so black and white. My daughter always accuses me of speaking in metaphors, and that I definitely do. So the little part that I'm going to read for you today is what I titled Before Shame. And I will have to read it. I remember you, your soft skin on my fingertips, the salt of your tears on my tongue. Sometimes your melancholy voice wailing forsaken. Other times your joyous voice filled the air with celebration. Sun-warmed golden hair sticky on your neck, your sweaty smell filled my nostrils. I remember you with furious breath flinging yourself into life. Cuts, bruises, scrapes, and scabs, not enough to inspire caution. You still flew higher and dove deeper. Swaying, prancing, dressed in garish clothes, rhythm moved through you like the blood of your heart. Music, the siren of your soul. I understand. Conformity did not bring you peace. You couldn't perform long enough to pacify your critics or get you invited to the party. You found no shelter in prayer, chants, or mantras. Analytic discourse simply left you in doubt. You scaled the mountain to meet Muhammad and found he wasn't there. Just your own blank face reflected to you. You let the good one get away and kept the bad one, mixing booze, drugs, and sex with bruised cheeks and swollen lips, calling it love. I sat before my mirror the other day, the kind that magnifies wrinkles, moles, and gray hair, all the flaws. And I remember you, your shadow in my eyes. Before shame, I love you. It is time to come home.